Year 2. How are you? I hope you are fine today. We are talking about and we will continue the lesson 3 about heterotrophic nutrition. Yeah, talking about the heterotrophic and digestive system. We said before about the mouth, digestion mouth, and digestion in the stomach, and digestion in esophagus. Today we're talking about the digestion in small intestine. Yeah, digestion in small intestine. We said that the in small intestine before consists of two parts, which are duodenum. Yeah, duodenum. Where's the duodenum here? Let's see. It's the stomach. Yeah, here is the small intestine. Consists of two parts, which are duodenum part and ileum part. Duodenum and ileum. So there are two parts of the small intestine. Duodenum part, which is the first part of the small intestine, and ileum. Duodenum, ileum. Duodenum, ileum. Second part of the small intestine. Duodenum. Let's complete about the duodenum. What do you know about the duodenum? It's the first part. Just as the first part? No. It also, all the small intestine have 8 meter long. It means it's 8 meter? Yes, 8 meter. I'm, I'm tall. My tall is about 1.5 meter. How it's 8 meter? It's more than me? Is it longer than me? Yes. How? Because it's like convoluted or it's twisted more times. Why twisted? To absorb or to digest large amounts of food. So it have 8 meter, yes, but it have a function for that. Why it has 8 meter? To more digestion to happen, to more digestion and more absorption inside it. Okay, but the diameter is 3.5. Yeah, at the beginning, at the duodenum, but in ileum, at the end, after digestion of the food, they are become smaller, and the food becomes smaller also. Okay, and the coiled loops, it have a coiled loops, which is found in around its membrane. It's called mesentery. This mesentery membrane, it's around the small intestine. It have a two juice inside small intestine, which are bile juice. Bile juice. This bile juice secretes from where? From the liver. From which part? From the liver. And poured this juice inside the small intestine, which is called duodenum. So here, bile juice found inside the duodenum, but secreted from super liver. It doesn't contain digestive enzyme. Really? But how it digests? It emulsifies the fats only. Emulsify? What's meant by emulsify? That means breaking down the fat in small parts from large mass into small mass. So that facilitates the enzymatic reactions and make it easier, but the fats here not dissolve in water. Yes, fats not dissolve in water, so it emulsifies this fat in small globules or fat globules here. So the bile juice just doing what? It's breaking down the fat into emulsified fats in small fat globules but don't contain digestive enzymes. Okay, pancreatic juice. The second juice called what? Pancreatic juice. Pancreatic, yes, it's a pancreas. Yeah, it's secreted from the pancreas and all found where? Inside the duodenum. So duodenum here have two juice inside it poured. Yeah, that means they are these juice not secreted from duodenum but poured inside the duodenum, which are pancreatic juice and bile juice. Pancreatic juice, it contains of what? Sodium bicarbonate. Yeah, why? And it neutralizes the acidic effect of after the stomach, as the stomach have HCl acid, which make the medium of the stomach is acid. So sodium bicarbonate is stop the action of HCl and make the medium of a small intestine alkali, but strong alkali also. That means pH equal 8. Pancreatic amylase enzyme. It's other thing that contained inside the pancreatic juice. Pancreatic amylase enzyme? Yes. Is enzyme here in pancreas? Yes. It's called amylase? Yes. How? We have amylase, we said before, in the mouth. Yes. But here is called the pancreatic amylase enzyme also. But here it exchanges from the starch to maltose. Like what? Like amylase in the mouth. But it completes the digestion? Yes. Trypsinogen enzyme, which is an active enzyme, in active form. Doing what? I will say now doing what. So we have trypsinogen in active form, and it transferred to active form, which is called trypsin, and that occur by enterokinase, which is secreted from the gland or intestinal gas found in small intestine. And the properties of the trypsin, that's breaking down the protein into polypeptides. Like what? Yes, like pepsin, that found in the stomach, but it's stronger than pepsin, so it can break down more protein to polypeptide. Here, lipase enzyme. It's all found where? Pancreatic juice secreted from pancreas. They are emulsified. They digest the emulsified fats, which digest before from bile juice, and after that, it by using this emulsified fats by lipase enzyme can change into what and what? Into simpler form, which are fatty acid and glycerol. Yes, and lipase also work in alkaline medium. And here we have intestinal juice. So we have bile juice, pancreatic juice, and last one, intestinal juice. They secrete from the wall of a small intestine. Like what enzyme? It contains enzymes, a lot of enzymes like peptidase enzyme, which break down the polypeptide chain into amino acids in presence of alkaline medium, which is called peptidase enzyme. Enzyme called also maltose, which sucrase, lactase, all of these enzymes break down the disaccharide into monosaccharide. So we have two type of enzyme here. Here we have peptidase enzyme, which breaks down the protein, and we have disaccharidase enzyme, which breaks down the disaccharide into monosaccharide. Yes. So here maltase, yeah, of course. It breaks down the maltose into glucose. Sucrase, it breaks down the sucrose into glucose and the fructose. Lactase, it breaks down the lactose into glucose and galactose. Which one is similar here? Maltose, super. They are two similar monomer here they are found. Finally, I will talk about the enterokinase enzyme, which is found in intestinal juice. They are not digestive enzyme, but it just activates the trypsinogen, which is found in form of inactive form, into trypsin, which is active form. Okay, here we have a small intestine digest all of that by three juices, which are number one, bile juice. Number two, we have pancreatic juice, and number three, intestinal juice. Absorption, it occurs also inside the small intestine. How the food, digested food absorbed? How it absorb it, and absorb it to where? It absorbs it to the blood or lymph. What's the lymph? It is the other way for the food to transfer. So here, through mucosa of the ileum, it has villi. Villi, it is the way which is the food can be absorbed and have a two ways here, maybe blood way or lymph way. So villi, it is the inner epithelial lining of the ileum. Yes, it has inner surface which is 10 meters square, 5 times your surface, your body surface. Yeah, really? Yeah, because it's coiled many times and has a large surface, but it's folded one to increase the absorption of food. Also, that increase the surface area of the small intestine and increase the absorption of digested food. Um, villi here have a two-way, have maybe blood capillaries way or have lymphatic way. Here we have intestinal villi and here we have microvilli to absorb and to increase the absorption process. As we said, we have two way of villi. Maybe blood capillaries in villi, hepatic blood routes or lymphatic routes. If the food goes to the blood route, that means it's allowed to pass through the blood capillaries in villi and then to hepatic portal vein of the liver. Then it goes out from the liver through the hepatic vein and after that to inferior vena cava of the heart and then to the right atrium. If it goes to the lymphatic route, it goes to the lacteal vessels in the villi, then to the lymphatic system, then to the superior vena cava, which is found in the right atrium of the heart. But here in the villi, which materials can go to the blood capillary and which material go to the lymphatic route? Lymphatic routes are glycerol, fatty acids, vitamins. But here in the blood capillaries, we need monosaccharide, amino acid, water, mineral salts, which are important for the blood. But the fats and the glycerol lipids, it's not important because may cause cholesterol and blocking of the blood route. Here it's absorption and assimilation through the two ways, which are blood routes and lymphatic routes, and how they are transferred or go back to the inferior and superior vena cava of the heart and right atrium of the heart. Uh, Here we talk about the metabolism. Metabolism it is the using of the absorbed food. Maybe metabolism, anabolism, or a catabolism. Anabolism that means we can use small and simple particles and change into complex particles, big particles like glucose. When we make polymerization, it's stored and it's stored in form of glycogen inside liver and muscle. Amino acid also when it polymerized, it forms polypeptide to build your tissue. Fatty acid and cholesterol also they are polymerized to form fats under skin. This one called anabolism. But catabolism is the process of breaking down of these macromolecules into small ones to produce energy, to get energy to do all vital activities here. After we have finished small intestine, we go to the large intestine and differentiation. Large intestine is stored the undigested food, the undigested food that not digest, and it have a mini convolution inside in epithelial tissue of it. Also, it have bad odor, bad smell because contain wastes, of course. Mucosa of the large intestine secrete mucus to facilitate the getting rid of these wastes. Also, it contains rectum, which is a strong muscle contraction and combined by relaxation of two muscles of anus, which is called the anal sphincter. Here we have finished the digestive system and we have finished lesson 3 and we go to unit 2 next session. Thank you guys and goodbye. Study